Now it's time for lefties losing it. And a week into the Trump presidency, and Trump derangement syndrome has well and truly hit its stride. So deranged, in fact, that lefties appear to think that all Mexicans in the US are illegal. Because if you voted for Trump, now you can't eat Mexican food.
Listen, if I pull up to the Mexican restaurant and I see a truck, because let's face it, it's going to be a truck, with a Trump bumper sticker, you're getting keyed. I don't even want to see you at Taco Bell. The only thing you get to eat for the rest of your life is plain white bread and mayonnaise. And I know that you were going to eat a lot of that anyway, but that's all you deserve. You deserve nothing that tastes good for the rest of your life.
Or if you voted for Trump, you can't go to Mexico.
And let me make something absolutely clear, unless it wasn't already. If you voted for Trump, you are not allowed in Mexico. You are not allowed in Cabos, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Aguascalientes, none of that. Guess what, baby? That's all in Mexico. You don't like us, we don't like you. Don't go there. Stay in your country. Figure it out.
The raging irony is that to travel between countries, you usually need some form of identification and to enter at a formal port of entry. It's the people without ID who are jumping the fences that are the current cause for concern. How people can't or won't understand the difference is beyond me. And while the threat of cancel culture is waning, this is true, it still rears its ugly head on occasion. Now, the singer Jules, she performed at RFK's Make America Healthy Again ball. Which was met with such severe backlash that she had to issue an apology for causing pain.
I'm so sorry that I caused pain, especially in my LGBTQIA+ community, because you guys are treasures. You make the world a better place.
Never mind the pain that is caused by poor access to healthcare, poor therapeutic regulation, poor diet and its associated health complications. Amongst many things, I'll never understand why Americans seem to eat like healthcare is free. Anyway, despite all that, an apology was apparently warranted because feelings. It's actually so perverse, I have no more words. And with much discussion, change of policy and rancour surrounding the deportation of illegal immigrants, one TikToker advised Americans to interfere with ICE agents.
We should try to make it as much as uncomfortable for the ICE agents as possible. You see a group of them going to lunch, dinner, breakfast to a restaurant you're working at, and you happen to be Hispanic, and you happen to be in the kitchen, spit on their food, do unhuman things to their food.
Another claimed she was willing to land herself in jail.
If ICE comes into my school, I'm going to jail. Full stop, I'm going to jail. Y'all gonna have to come get me out of jail. Honey, because there ain't no way you're taking my students.
And then there's this.
ICE can now raid classrooms, and as a high school teacher, I just want to make one thing clear. If someone tries to come in my classroom and take one of my students, one of us isn't leaving the classroom. Play with me.
Fortunately, the new US leadership is having none of it.
I don't agree that all these immigrants or all these refugees have been properly vetted. In fact, we know that there are cases of people who allegedly were properly vetted and then were literally planning terrorist attacks on our country. That happened during the campaign, if you may remember.
These people are vetted.
Just like the guy who planned a terrorist attack in Oklahoma a few months ago, he was allegedly properly vetted. I don't want my children to share a neighborhood with people who are not properly vetted, and because I don't want it for my kids, I'm not going to force any other American citizens' kids to do that either.
No, and that was a very particular case. It wasn't clear if he was radicalized when he got here or while he was living here.
I don't really care, Margaret. I don't want that person in my country, and I think most Americans agree with me.
I don't care either, Margaret. And anyway, that's today's snapshot of the total stupidity of the modern left.